YouTube, what's good YouTube? It's your boy King back in this thing. And if you guys are new to the channel, definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all your support. And I want to give a special thank you to everybody who watches these videos all the way through, likes these videos, subscribes to the channel, leaves a positive comment. Thank you to each and every single one of you guys. You guys are at bomb.com. And with no further ado, let's get into this video.
All right, here to react to today's verdict, former President Trump's legal spokeswoman, well, not former. I mean, she's President Trump's legal spokesperson, Alina Habba. She's been in the courtroom the whole time. You know, everybody I know around President Trump says he's completely stoic, saw this coming. I guess that was clear in his comments about Mother Teresa. However, I'm sure it doesn't take the sting away. And based on the actions of this judge, one has to wonder, you know, 4 days before the RNC, is he going to release President Trump on his own recognizance pending appeal? Is he going to declare he has to have home confinement, can't go to a debate, can't go to his own convention pending appeal? Or will he want to send him to jail? Nothing that judge decides will shock me.
No, it won't shock me. Let's remember who this judge is, Sean. Let's be very clear. And I am so happy to be on this show on such an important day in American history, because if we don't stop this now, we are done. And I don't mean now, I mean right now, as in yesterday. Judge Merchan today watched my client. I watched him. I watched the jury say guilty 34 times, and I watched him. And he looked at my client, and he covered his mouth. And he covered his mouth probably because he was smiling. Let's be very clear. This judge has Bannon, Weisselberg, and no shock to me, Trump. And he is 100% a man that should have recused himself. But our justice system is so broken right now, Sean. And I want to also remind the American people of one thing. I am a legal spokesperson. I am also an American. And I will be voting for Trump, not because of President Trump, who I obviously support, but because I support America. And so does he. Our country is currently in a serious state. And we cannot look at this as anything other than a serious state of affairs where we have an issue, where people are using politics in the legal courtroom. It cannot happen anymore. I have seen it. I have been in court since October, trial after trial after trial. For 15 years, I have been practicing law. I have never seen anything like this in my life. And that judge intentionally wouldn't even allow, in pretrial proceedings that the court will not report, they would not allow us to bring up that President Trump didn't even take deductions. He didn't do anything wrong. His CFO, him, the Trump organization, the family, nothing. But that evidence was kept away from the jury, and it is intentional. This is not America. And I'm speaking to MSNBC viewers and CNN viewers, the Rachel Maddows, the Caitlin Collins. It is time to come together, because this administration does not care about us. They do not. They care about themselves.
They don't care either, because they got what they wanted politically. And
that's right.
You know, for them, it doesn't matter. The ends justify the means. I will say this, and I said this a number of days ago. I was on Fox and Friends, and on this show I said it. This is not going to impact the election, is my prediction, in 158 days. I don't believe it is. You know, it's amazing. You know, Michael Cohen himself testified that he told many people that he did this on his own. You know, at that point, stop right there. That should have ended whatever novel legal theory they're putting out. And I said also, Donald Trump can't get a fair trial in New York City. And he didn't get a fair trial in New York City. And by the way, I'll find the money, and I'd love to buy Mar-a-Lago for $18 million and turn around and sell it for $1 billion, because that's New York City's legal system. How sad and pathetic is this?
Yeah, but it's not about Trump. And I really want everyone to understand that. I am the lawyer. I see the rulings. I see the hearings. It's before the trials start that they do this to us. It's before we can go in. It's so that his legal spokeswoman is gagged, so that his campaign is gagged, so that President Trump is gagged. And I'm still gagged, and so is he. And you know why? Because they don't want us to speak the truth. That's called censorship. That is not our country. We don't do that. Let Americans vote for who they want. And you know what they don't want? They don't want what is going on right now, I assure you. Because when I walk in the streets in New York by myself, I am praised and loved. And I will tell you, President Trump, what we saw today was people streaming up and down the streets, waiting to see him just to give him a thumbs up. We drove down and down, and the numbers just don't lie. Look at the polls. Sean, we are in a serious state of affairs. America is under siege in a different way than I ever thought was possible. And I never thought it would be people with a law license that would be doing it, judges that would be doing it. It's a disgrace.
Let me be clear on one thing, too. You know something? I don't want a weaponized system of justice to go after Democrats and treat them the way Donald Trump has been treated. I want equal justice, equal application. I'd like to have our constitutional republic back, and that's what I think most good, decent, honorable Americans want. Alina, you've been very generous with your time throughout this whole trial. Thank you very much.
So there you have it, guys. First things first, shout out to Alina Habba, and also prayers out to President Trump. And it really is a very unfortunate series of events. It's really just disgusting to see this, the way they're treating him. It's just absurd to me that people would rather have this current state of the economy and current state of the country, you know, as it is, over President Trump. That just is mind-boggling. On top of that, the other thing that's mind-boggling to me is the fact that it goes back to one of the number one points I was making beforehand is everything they do to him only makes him stronger. And that's the thing. He only gains more publicity. More people are recognizing what he's going through and what he stands for. And you see, this is where the Dems, they need the immigrants. This is where they're panicking. They need people to vote Dem. And so, you know, this is where you have that immigrant crisis going on. They need new voters. They need to breed their kids into voters. There's that. So, but you see that people are really just standing stronger, you know, and pushing more for President Trump, which is really just amazing to see. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they just raised $34.8 million for Trump, which is just amazing. That people just, you know, just went that hard for him after all this. It's just totally amazing, really. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that it is the most money ever raised for a president. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Benny just covered that. Shout out to Benny Johnson. And yeah, it's just really just amazing, you know, how much this is actually bringing people together. And that is something definitely worth taking note of, especially with all the corruption and stuff that they just continuously keep throwing at Trump. And yeah, that's that, guys. So definitely let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And even pray for the Dems, man. You know, don't know why they would be so happy over this. I mean, they're only making things harder for themselves with this economy. At least that's how it appears to me. You guys definitely let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And that's that. But other than that, prayers out to President Trump. You know, God is definitely in control. And on top of that, yeah, stay strong. We're going to keep moving forward, and I will continue to keep you guys updated. Thank you to everyone who watched this video all the way through. Thank you to everyone who leaves a positive comment, left a positive comment, likes these videos, shares these videos. Shout out to the channel members. Thank you to everyone who donates and keeps me updated. You guys are the bomb.com. I hope everyone continues to have a great day, a blessed day. Peace.